So just really quick on the paying thing, I want to go around the table. On the first date, who do you think should pay?
On the first date?
Yeah.
Okay, I think a guy should pay. But I would split the dates, but in a way that it's like I pay the next date and then you pay the next date and I pay the next date kind of thing.
Sure. Who should pay on the first date?
I will offer
into the mic.
I'll offer to pay half out of respect, but I do expect the first date to be paid by the man.
Wait, so you will offer?
I will offer. Like, I'm not going to ask him. Like, if I like him, I think he's cute, we think we're attractive, whatever, we're going out on a date, we're going to start talking, I won't ask you. When that bill comes, I'll be like, hey, do you want to split it? And then if they're like, no, I got it, then that's that.
What happens if they take you up on your offer?
Then I'll pay it. And then
what?
And then I'll never see him again.
Well, there it is, gentlemen. You see how far the termites have spread. Okay, so I'll come back to that. Who should pay on the first date?
I think traditionally a man should pay. If he has me split it, then that means like I am being friend zoned. That's how it feels like.
Okay, I'll come back to that too.
That's a good way to friend zone.
I think whoever invited the other person should pay.
Okay. Well, Shania.
So that means a guy.
Yeah, because
if I said, hey, let's say we match on like an app or something,
Mm-hmm.
and say, you know what, I feel a connection.
Realistically, do you really
Close
ask
to the
guys
mic.
out?
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah, I wait a while. So usually the guys ask me first, but if I do say, hey, let's go grab dinner, coffee, or anything, I will be expecting myself to pay.
Of all the first dates that you've ever been on, who initiated it?
Usually them.
Yeah.
Usually them.
Yeah.
Assign a percentage.
I'd say about 99.
Okay, so de facto, the answer is the man should pay.
If they invited me first, yeah.
But you said 99% of the time,
Yeah.
the men are asking you. So de facto, men should pay.
I guess,
Your answer may as well be, in practice, men should pay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And does everyone agree with that? If the guy asks, the guy should pay?
I think he should pay. It's not that expensive for a first date.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
go
typically
on
first
an
dates aren't like
expensive
expensive.
First date.
Huh?
I wouldn't go on an expensive first date.
Into the mic.
I wouldn't go on an expensive first date.
Okay, so you said that you would offer, when the check comes, you would offer to pay. If the guy took you up on your offer, there would not be a second date.
No.
Okay. I thought, didn't earlier you said that communication is important?
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite literally you not communicating.
Because this is the thing. When it comes to looking for someone that I want to be in a relationship with, the first date is like the first impression. What they do then is going to reflect on what they do after that. I mean, obviously,
You make
there's
$40,000 a year. Or
A
sorry,
month.
excuse me, yes. You make $40,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, first off, you can certainly afford to pay for the date.
Mm-hmm.
How old are most of the men that you're dating that you actually have a romantic interest in?
I don't have any. I have like...
Oh, you just go over to the house and have sex with them immediately?
Intimately interested in one. And unfortunately, he's the same age as me. So typically, if I'm talking to a dude, they're between 21 to 28.
Okay. Do you think most 21-year-old men are making $40,000 a month?
Actually, I don't know. A lot of them.
Most 51% or more.
No.
Jesus Christ, this bitch. Is
No, I don't. But this is the thing. I look for those things before I go on a date. If you don't have a job, if you don't have a plan, I don't.
If you don't have a job, what percentage of men do you think make $40,000 a month?
I don't expect you to make $40,000 a month. But like all of us said, like the first date is not like something hella expensive. It's like something super simple.
But couldn't you use the...
It's out of respect. Some of us were raised to learn that like a man on the first date, if he invites you out, if that's how it is, then he should pay because it's showing respect for you.
Do you consider yourself a feminist?
No.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Gender equality?
Do you believe in gender equality?
I don't want to answer that. I'm not trying to get canceled.
It's fine. Just answer the question.
No.
Well,
Oh wait,
I mean,
wait, actually, yeah, I do.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Gender equality, I do believe in that. I know that's very hypocritical towards that. There's nothing wrong with a girl paying for the first date, but I'm just saying, like, when you're raised a certain way, that's how it should be. Like, typically men who grew up in a household full of women, when it comes to a mother or a sister, they enjoy doing that. They know that that's respect. It's whether like a guy opens a door for you, like anything like that.
How many dinner dates would you say you've been on? Like first date dinner dates? Total?
Like this year?
Total. Your entire life?
80, 90?
100?
She
over
dated
100.
a dude for
Yeah,
like
I
4
dated
years.
one guy for 4 years.
No, I mean like with separate guys, new guys, first dates.
all together, right?
Yeah.
Like 100.
Sheesh.
100?
Not me.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
300?
Okay, so it's what the guy should do.
I only
you-
think it's
but you
towards the
didn't-
first date. After that, like I said, like if you do that first date, then after that, I don't mind paying.
Okay, so how many of those men did you end up sleeping with?
0.
2,
Oh, okay.
which would be the 4-year relationship, and then the other guy that I was with. Everyone else, I never slept with them.
Okay, so what is that noise? Is that from outside? Okay, so you've been on 100+ dinner dates, yet you've only 3% of those have proceeded to anything more than dinner dates. So that seems like a pretty, if I was going on a date with a girl and I was like, there's a 3% chance that this is going to ever go anywhere, I'm not feeling like really keen to want to pay for the date. Like that's a pretty shitty return on investment, you know?
It's not just one dinner date though. Majority of the time.
Oh,
it
they take you
happens
on
into-
a bunch and then you never have sex with them.
I mean, like it goes on to multiple like occasions where we're hanging out, getting to know each other. But I'm not gonna just have sex with you just because you took me out to dinner. It's been multiple times, but I'm always the one.
Hold on.
Julie's Auto Garage super chatted $49.99. Even as fat and old as I am now, you women wouldn't have a chance if I was single now. I wish you all the best regardless.
Thank you for your donation. I'm gonna let you know that just because you are fat and old, then I do not want it anyways.
Yo, Julie, thank you for the patronage. Much appreciated. Okay, so I want to bring it back to the whole communication thing. So you said that you would overtly offer to split the check. You would offer at the end of the date. But if a guy took you up on that offer, you would not have a second date with him, even though the words that quite literally came out of your mouth were asking him if he's okay, like if he's cool to split the check.
Yeah. The point.
This
Okay,
is-
listen.
well,
Let me explain it to you.
Well, let me just make one point. So this is how men and women communicate differently. Women say, guys need to learn how to communicate. Quite frankly, women need to learn how to communicate. If you offer to if you offer to split and the guy takes you up on it because you've made a polite gesture and you're now going to punish him for him taking you up on the words that came out of your very own mouth, is that effective communication?
It's like the same thing she said. It's when you.
Well, you're both wrong,
When
but-
you go with a guy and you guys are just friends, like obviously y'all pay separately because you're just friends.
Sure.
But if he likes you,
And
and
wants to
like I said,
pursue
like
you.
for me, like if you're into me, then you would want to pay for me. Like I said, I will offer.
No.
Out of respect.
Absolutely
but that's
not.
How. That's how.
If
it
a
should
woman
be.
likes a man, she should pay.
How come?
Especially
Especially if he asked her on the date and chose the place. And
I
picked her up and all
honestly,
that.
look, there are traditional gender roles where men are expected to pay. However, I think women will often say, well, if a guy, for me to know that a guy's taking me seriously, he should pay. But like, it's actually guys that are getting finessed on dinner dates. the very beginning of the podcast, we saw that girl who went on 6 dates a week to save $150 on groceries per week. Average looking girl can pull that off. So I actually think women should start paying for dates. That way we know that you're serious about us, because it's not men who are finessing women out of free dinners and free meals. That's women doing it to men. So if you want someone to, if you're interested in a guy, I think women should be doing that. That way we know that you're serious about us.
Do y'all feel that way?
I feel like for the first date, I definitely do think men should pay for it, just so you know that they're kind of serious. They want to kind of get.
But
to
I
know
mean, what
you.
do the guys think about that? Coming from a dude.
I'll
will
pay.
share our opinions last. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well,
You haven't been talking.
yeah, we'll get you just so it's interesting though, because you said that you think the guy should pay, but you said you were
For the first date.
but you're like you said, and you've admitted it yourself, you're a very masculine woman.
Yeah.
And you said you want to be more the leader in the relationship. So
Okay,
why are you holding men to their traditional gender roles?
Well, that's because he also has a job, I guess. So it's like,
What do you mean?
so if he has a job, so if he doesn't have a job and we're in a relationship, right? And then he's helping me out on OF or whatsoever, then I guess it's okay.
Closer to the mic.
I guess it's okay if I pay for it if he's helping out with me in OF or whatever.
But I don't. Didn't you say on the Fresh and Fit podcast that you would you want to pay for everything for a guy?
Yes, that's only if they're dating me and
Only if
they're
they're
like
dating
not.
you.
Yeah, if they're dating me and then they're in a relationship with me and they don't really have another job other than helping me with OF.
Okay, so you want a guy to give up his
Yes.
job to help you
Yes.
Full time.
with your OnlyFans.
Yes.
Okay.
When I
But-
look for a guy, I definitely look for someone who's like that.
But you also want the guy on the first date to pay for it, but you also want a guy who's willing to give up his career to help.
Yes, but of course, he's not going to give up his career from day one, right? So
Sure, but I mean, it seems if like you want 100% you to support the relationship.
yes,
Like when you're in a relationship with a guy, you want 100-0.
yes,
You're bringing in all the money and he's
Yes.
supporting your goals.
yes.
Okay. So wouldn't it, the best way to set that up would have that be the framework from the beginning?
No, it's because I don't really want to put all my cards onto one guy as well.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If a guy wanted to split the bill on the first date, would that be a turnoff for you?
No, I think I would be okay with it.
But why do you want a guy to pay on the first date then?
I mean, that's just my personal preference, just so that I know that he's serious about me. And also, I do feel like guys who pay on the first date tend to be more serious and more into you as a guy who wants to split the bill. Because usually the people who split the bill end up not being interested in me.
My head hurts.
You said, and then you said, if a guy wanted to split the bill, would there not be a second date?
It just looks like he wants to be friends instead, you know? Because, like, when it comes to friends and friends, I don't expect them
Okay,
to
but let's say you guys split the bill, but he's like still hitting you up, wanting to hang out. Are you friend zoning him?
Yeah, we're just going to go out as friends from
Okay,
now
so you're
on.
turning him down because he paid.
Because he paid or he...
Or sorry, excuse me, because he split the bill.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you do have an issue if a guy wants to split the bill.
Yeah.
Why?
I just think traditionally, like, a man should pay on the first date.
You're not a traditional woman.
I think I'm quite traditional in my own ways.
You do OnlyFans. There's nothing. I have OnlyFans girls on the show. I'm fine with it. However, you're not a traditional woman.
I think I'm pretty traditional outside of
Are you a virgin?
OnlyFans.
You said your body count, and look, I'm not shaming you, but your body count's 16, right?
Yeah.
A traditional woman is a virgin.
Well, I disagree. That's not my definition of traditional.
Hold on. Remind me your age again.
47.
47.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Consistent, dude. It's consistent.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
It's
Stop.
consistent.
Okay, I mean, that's a dead end road to go down the age thing again. You're not 47, but okay. So, hold on.
Julie's Auto Garage Super
Guess
Chat
who's
$39.99. Guess who's back again? These women have the maximum value they will ever have. Recognize. You women are on a downhill slope. Forever, her value is fleeting.
What steps are you taking to actively preserve your value?
Are you coming back for me?
Yeah,
Again?
just go for it.
Hi. Like, what am I doing for my value? I'm doing.
It doesn't matter what you think!
I'm living my life. That's that. Obviously, I'm more busy than you since you come on here, give us money, and put your opinion out there over the internet behind a screen. So, doing better than you.
Okay, so you said that you want men to pay because you value traditional.
Yeah, traditionally that's how I was taught in Asia. Like the man should pay. Like maybe on the second day I'm okay with me paying, you know, but first day I think ideally he should pay.
I think
Which country?
hearing
China?
yours,
China. Okay. Well, you're not a traditional woman.
I think I am to like a lot of outsiders. Like if I don't tell people what I do, like I look like a traditional
Well,
woman.
it doesn't matter on the outside. Like, and again, I'm not.
Do you have social media? Yeah, so if I was looking at a girl, she doesn't have to tell me her body count. I'm just going to look at her social media, who she hangs out with, her friends. But yeah, your social media is a dead giveaway. Obviously, I could find the OnlyFans, but
Honestly, if
just
you look
looking
at my
girls'
social
Instagram,
media, it is so like there's nothing there.
What do you? What?
No, my personal one. My personal one.
Bro, you got some crazy feet pics and shit on your fucking. Bro,
My
you got like
personal
you got
one.
your crotch right
Yeah, but my
here, and your
personal
feet are like right
one.
here, and it's like.
Yeah, but don't be so mean to me. But that's.
I'm
my-
not. No, I'm not being
that's
mean.
My, that's my
I'm just.
OF
Oh,
Instagram.
she thinks you're being mean. She didn't think
That's
I
my
was
OF
being
Instagram.
mean.
Like my personal Instagram, my last post is from 2018.
Okay, look.
I'm gonna say after hearing your opinion and your side when it comes to men and women paying, then yes, I can see it in the middle and I see where you're coming from, and so my opinion would change in that factor.
But it's just that we've had girls on the show say, "Well, I would offer to split the bill, but if the guy took me up on it, there wouldn't be a second date." And to me, that's just like it's just such a great example of how men and women communicate differently. Because men communicate overtly, women communicate covertly. You say one thing, but you mean another.
I can give you a
That's
perfect
dog
example.
shit. Like, excuse my French. It is quite frankly dog shit communication.
If you take out a girl and she pays the bill and you don't ask her to, she doesn't tell you she's going to. There has been times where it's she pays the bill and then the dude's like, "Why'd you do that?" And then he feels like it makes him look bad.
No, that's
or
not,
it's disrespectful.
That's not what I'm talking about. You said that you, on a date, you will offer to split the bill. You'll offer to pay, right? If a guy takes you offer and splits, you don't pay for the whole thing. You pay for yours, he pays for his. You would extend the offer, and then you would not want to go. Your words, not mine. You would not want to see him again. You would be turned off.
Like I said, you're taking me out of the house. You're picking me up, like. But like I said,
Bro,
I hear your
this is-
side.
I mean, but
Women,
like, what if
hold on.
he's-
Women always say that they want good communication in men. They wish men communicated better. You are quite literally not communicating. That's like me saying, that's like me entering into a business contract, which I agree to, and then like being upset. Like that's like me offering a friend. That's like me offering to do a favor to a friend, him taking me up on it, and me being like, "Fuck you, dude. Why did you take me up on my offer?" Do you see how ridiculous that sounds? She's upset.
Who?
You.
Me?
Oh.
No, I was listening to you.
Oh, okay. You just fucking all leaning
No, it's just
back
my
and shit.
face.
Okay, that's just
I'm
how your
listening
face
to
is.
you.
No, it's just like
Sorry.
it's just like
Sorry.
this is. I think this is why men and women have difficulty communicating, because women will say something, and then mean the opposite. It's just like say what you mean, you know. Don't if you would be upset if a guy took you up on your offer, you should not offer. Like, just don't offer.
I didn't say I was gonna be upset though. Like I said,
You said you would not. There would not be a second date.
because that's what friends do. You split the bill. If you're
But
not
what
my
if he?
friend, we
Okay,
pay
what if he's
together.
still romantically interested in you, but
I don't care.
Okay, so you would take issue with it. You would take quarrel with it.
I'd be over it. It's a turn off. I'm not interested.
Well, that's
that.
okay. So you would take an issue with it if a guy took you up on the words that came out of your mouth.
Yeah. If I offer, he
Yo,
takes
clown-
it, whatever. No.
Clown World in the
No.
chat. I need Clown World. Hold on, let me fucking copy and paste this shit. So
Women like you. See, they said I get it. Women like you get it.
I mean, look, a lot of women think like that, but it's just
RBF.
here.
I don't have an RBF.
I think
Yo.
it depends on context too. Like if you are in college and then you don't have a lot of money, I think I would be more
have a
inclined to
RBF.
like split on a first date too.
Really?
Yo, guys, Clown World in the chat.
Oh, look.
Clown World in the chat. That's just okay. So it's just ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, pull up the Clown World ones. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you would friend zone the guy. You said you're traditional. Are you really traditional though?
That's how I was raised, and I kind of like changed my ways, like, you know, moving to America. But I still think I'm pretty traditional. That's how I was taught.
Hold on. I got something else here.
I mean, what if the guy was in college? Like maybe he couldn't really afford to pay for stuff.
I don't know. I wouldn't date a guy in college.
Really?
Like, maybe just
Stop it.
Okay, so you would offer. Would you offer to split the bill? No, you said if a guy wanted to split the bill, you would just friend zone him.
Yeah, I feel like he is friend zoning me. You know.
But what if he's not? What if he's an egalitarian? What if he believes in gender equality and he's like, hey, listen, let me ask, do you want a 50-50 partnership?
Like in a relationship?
In a relationship, do you want a 50-50 partnership?
In a relationship, yes. But on a first date, like, I'm just more attracted to, like, when a guy offers to pay.
Okay, so your question was, do men care about, I'm bringing it back to this. Your question was, do men care about a woman's money? This is precisely why men don't care about women's money, because women do not share their resources with men the same way that men share their resources with money, with women.
But say, like, if I was dating a bum.
You wouldn't, but how would he afford the first date, which he has to pay for?
Like, he just, like, became more bummier
But if
over
he can't
time.
pay it, then he's a bum. So you shouldn't be fucking with him anyways.
Well,
Lesson learned.
most women would
Lesson learned.
break up with a guy who, like, some women will carry a guy for a little bit, but most women are not going to tolerate that for an extended period of time. Some women will hold down their man, but there's a time limit, or sorry, a time
Yeah,
clock
agreed.
starts ticking. It's like, get a job. Whereas like a guy who's making a lot of money, like me, for example, I'm going to be I would be perfectly prepared to be 100% providing for a girl. Most women are not okay with that. Some are, but most women.
Yeah, most aren't.
And also, just the fact of the matter is, in today's day and age, most people they can't do that because they're not a high enough earner. For a whole bunch of reasons I'm not going to get into. In order to raise a family, you now need two incomes. That's a whole nother conversation. It's kind of political, but it's just interesting to me. You want a 50-50 relationship, but you don't want it from the jump. What? Like, I don't get that.
Well, like, that's not my, like, boyfriend if it's a first date, you know? So
Okay.
I would just like it if you could pay for the first date. That's it. That's all I'm asking for.
I'm struggling. Maybe you can continue trying to explain it to me. I struggle to see the logic. If you want a 50-50 relationship, shouldn't that be from the get-go?
No, not from the
Because
get-go.
you're holding men to their traditional gender roles, but then when it comes to commitment, you want it to be 50-50?
But that's like actual commitment, like a first date. Like, I can go on a first date with like 50 guys, you know? It won't really
But
mean anything.
it seems to me it would be pragmatic for men, seeing that women are dating multiple men at the same time. The likelihood of any one given date proceeding into anything is so greatly diminished because people have so many options or they have the illusion of options. It seems like it would be pragmatic for men to not end up being suckers and not get played and to opt to either do something for free or split the bill on the first date.
That's just like not common, you know? And like I said, I like to follow the traditional way a man should pay. That's how it is in Asia, and that's how it is here.
I'm trying to remember, did you, when I was asking the question about like, what's the most amount of guys that you've dated at one time? Did you, what was that?
I said 4.
And how many were you sleeping with?
2.
At the same time? 2. Have you ever gone on a date with a guy while also with a new guy while also having a guy that you were hooking up with?
Yeah, at the time.
That's not traditional.
I told you I changed my ways when I came to America.
Oh, wait, so in China where it's more traditional, you were dating multiple men?
No.
But now that you've come to
yeah,
the
because in
US,
America, it's like more common for females to like date multiple men at the
wait,
same.
oh, so you changed your ways. Oh, okay. So in China, you were
more traditional, yeah.
And now here, yet even though you've changed your ways, you still want a guy to pay for the first date, which is him adhering to his traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
So,
like, I just would like that.
well, you would like it, but it's not clear to me if that's fully embracing gender equality. Do you believe in gender equality?
I don't really have an opinion on that because I cannot win either way.
But okay, you want a guy. You said that you have been on dates with men while sleeping with another guy.
But we weren't like in a full relationship.
With the guy you were sleeping with?
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but okay.
You guys already know my opinion. So.
Do they though? But it's not traditional to go out on a romantic date with a guy, expect him to pay for you, and then be sleeping with another guy. That's not traditional.
It's common in the US.
You're right. It is common. I don't think it's desirable. I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But people do it. Both men and women are sleeping with multiple people. Maybe I'm more traditional in this sense that even if I'm going on a date with a girl, I don't want her fucking anybody else. That's a major turnoff for me.
Like when it comes to a date, like I know the guy wants this more than I want this. Like I don't need to be here, you know? So like if
what's going on here? Do you have a response to what I just said?
I don't care.
Yeah, we're kind of going back and forth.
After hearing what you said, I agree with you. You know what? It's not fair for me to sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to split the bill. And then if you do it, then I'm fucking out of here. You know what? And I understand what you mean. You know what? It's 2023. Women should offer to pay the whole bill so that men actually know if we're really interested or not. Because I know for a fact that if I don't fuck with you, I'm not paying the whole bill. I'm not going to offer to pay the whole bill if I don't fuck with you. But if I do, like you said, if we're really into you,
Fuck. Oh, shit.
1001 super chatted $50. Why would a guy pay for a used Chevy Chevette you in the blue when there is a brand new Porsche 18-year-old virgin coming off the assembly line every day?
That's you.
I mean, some guys are willing to do it. I'm sorry if you're not. Like, I have men who are willing to do that.
Lower quality men.
Do you like those guys though? How much do you like
Wait,
those guys?
really quick. I have done God's work. I have converted her.
Thank you, Brian.
After being.
Thank you.
And I think you might be pandering.
No, I'm
potentially.
I'm being dead ass.
You might be pandering, but to the men.
I believe in you. You know what? You're right.
Can't trust
Because
these
you
hoes.
already said
Can't
no. You
trust
said it
these
yourself.
hoes.
You said that if women are really interested in a guy and we're really down for them, like me personally, I'll spend all my fucking money on you. So you're right. Women should pay for the first date.
Too bad I'm not your type because I'll take 20K. What's that? Just kidding. But
I'll get him 20K.
Hey, yo.
The Rizzler.
Hey, Nathan. I'll split it with you. Wow. Okay. So
Thank you. My man.
I feel like I've almost been, I mean, I've been beating a dead horse
Yeah,
here
you
for.
really were, and I was over it, so I agree with you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
so it's
genuinely-
it's
No, I'm
cap.
being dead ass. I already told you.
It's cap.
It's not cap. On God.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that my persistence perhaps changed your
I
view
thought
on
about
this.
it, and I went back on what we said earlier,
All right,
and I
I've,
agree.
I've brought
That's
a woman.
that.
I've brought a woman to God. Okay, so
Not in the way I wanted.